Imagine a world where central banks hold unprecedented power, controlling vast amounts of financial assets, properties, and bank deposits. This isn't a dystopian science fiction plot, but a scenario meticulously explored in The Great Taking by Rogers Webb. Webb paints a vivid picture of a globally synchronized debt accumulation cycle, culminating in a massive asset appropriation by central banks. How might this happen? The answer lies in a complex web of legislative and regulatory changes, coupled with financial innovations. Central banks, traditionally seen as the custodians of financial stability, could become the masters of economic control, Webb argues. Legislative changes could widen the scope of their mandate, allowing them to seize assets directly or indirectly. Regulatory changes could be used to compel financial institutions to hand over their assets, essentially making them extensions of the central bank. Financial innovations, on the other hand, could provide the means for such a massive transfer of wealth. Think of cryptocurrencies and blockchain technologies. While they promise decentralization, Webb suggests that they could be co-opted by central banks to facilitate asset appropriation on a scale never seen before. But what would trigger this massive asset appropriation? Webb points to the burst of the everything bubble. This bubble, inflated by years of loose monetary policy and rampant speculation, encompasses virtually all asset classes. When it bursts, it could trigger a deflationary depression, creating the perfect storm for central banks to step in and seize control. Webb's arguments in The Great Taking are a stark reminder of the power central banks could potentially wield. They raise profound questions about the future of the global economy and the role of central banks. They challenge us to think critically about the mechanisms that could enable such a massive transfer of wealth and the consequences it could have. In conclusion, The Great Taking presents a chilling scenario of economic control and power consolidation. It forces us to confront the possibility of a world where central banks, once the guardians of economic stability, become the masters of the global economy. It's a thought-provoking exploration of the power of central banks and the potential dangers of unchecked debt accumulation. As we navigate the complexities of the global economy, Webb's book serves as a timely reminder to remain vigilant and informed. Because the future, as Webb illustrates, could be a very different place.